Hello, how are you? So once again this week I have got an eclectic bunch of movies that I want to talk about, and I'm going to start with a film that really struck a nerve with me this week. It's a documentary called Elan, and it screens on Thursday the 28th of September, and it tells the story of a young Cuban boy called Elan Gonzalez, who in 1999, and you'll know this story, who in 1999 was plucked out of the water off the coast of the United States after his mother had perished at sea trying to get them from Cuba to the United States. What followed was a very, very public custody battle between the father back in Cuba and also the mother's relatives living in Miami. So this documentary features everyone involved. It tells the story from all sides, and Elan himself speaks about the ordeal and the impact it had on him. And it's fascinating just to see what's happened to him. But what is mind-blowing is the human nature on display in this film. The role of the media in the custody dispute. I mean, more people turned up to Elan's first day at school, I tell you, than Prince George's the other day. And also the engagement of the media by pretty much anyone and everyone who wanted to get their face on television. It's, for once in my life, just a teeny little bit, I was pleased that somebody came up with the concept of reality television, because that is where all those people belong. Anyway, that's it. That's my rant over for the day. If you would like to practice your French, then you can do so by watching Christian Vincent's latest film. It's called Courted, and it screens on Monday the 25th. If you enjoyed his last film, it was called Haute Cuisine, you'll enjoy this gently paced crowd pleaser. It's part courtroom drama, part romance, and it stars Fabrice Lucchini as a very stern judge who's well known for giving out long sentences, but he starts to soften somewhat when an old acquaintance turns up as a juror on one of his trials. It's always a pleasure to see Lucchini in action, and Courted offers the added benefit of explaining the way the French court system works, so that might interest you, or not. And finally this week, Sam Neill and Adrian Brody star in Backtrack, which is an intriguing Aussie psychological thriller. It tells the story of a psychologist who needs to go back to his childhood to deal with a major event that happened to him in order for him to grieve and deal with the loss of his daughter. It's nicely acted, a restrained film that kind of just slowly pulls you in, but then keeps you on your toes with a touch of horror. You might need a cuppa while watching this film, which happens to be brought to you by Tiora Teas. Now, I know we don't do infomercial on this normally, but if you do go to rialtochannel.co.nz, you can go in the draw to win one of 8 fabulous packs filled with beautiful Tiora teas. And the reason I'm mentioning it is because I'm not a coffee drinker. I know, but I live on herbal teas, and I've got to be honest, they're really lovely. They're very good, beautifully packaged, beautiful tea bags. The botanical mixes are absolutely divine. Starting my day with a summer fruit tea leaf with manuka leaf. So go on, whip onto the website, enter the draw. It's worth it. It'll just take you a second. Oh, and they're made here in New Zealand too, and we like that. So enjoy. Hey, see you next week.